Magic for magicians.
This trick is originally called Hellraiser by Peter Duffy, and I seriously recommend any of Peter Duffy's card work. It's fantastic. This trick is an oldie but a goodie. There are no gaff cards and it resets instantly. Plus, not many magicians perform it, so what more can you want? So let's get into it. Okay, I've got the ace, 2, 3, and 4 of hearts and the 2 blackjacks, which are called the jumping jacks. Not the exercise, but I'll show you why now. If I take the ace and put it underneath the jacks, if I twist the cards around like this and click my fingers, the ace jumps to the top of the jacks. If I take the 2, which rhymes with poo, and I put the 2 on the bottom of the jacks, twist them around, and click my fingers, then it jumps to the top of the jacks. If I take the 3, it rhymes with P. My kids would love this. Take the 3 and put it on the bottom, twist it around, click my fingers, and the 3 jumps to the top of the jacks. If I take the 4, which rhymes with door, you dirty-minded people, put it on the bottom, twist it around, then it jumps to the top of the jacks as well. Now, I know you're thinking I'm using sleight of hand because I'm holding the cards, but I don't even need to hold the jacks. I put the jacks on the 4, click my fingers, and it jumps to the top. I put the jacks on the 3, which rhymes with P, click my fingers, and it jumps to the top. I put the jacks on the 2, which rhymes with poo, click my fingers, and it jumps to the top. I put the jacks on the ace, and in your face, it jumps to the top, and that is the jumping jacks. Okay, a few thoughts on doing double lifts with 3 cards. If you've ever done color Monty or effects like that, you've had to do a double lift with 3 cards, right? And the general school of thought is to do a pinky pull down to get the break and then do the double lift turnover that way by doing a pinky pull down. That's the general school of thought. You'll see most magicians, especially workers, doing the pinky pull down method, okay? I like to do a push off method where you push off the 2 cards with your thumb, so you've got a break between the bottom card and the top 2 cards, almost in like a dragging motion, and you push those 2 cards off and you pinch them with this thumb and forefinger and turn them over that way. I like to do it that way because it's actually a lot quicker, and the thumb sort of disguises what you're doing there, and when you turn it over swiftly, nothing can be seen. So there's 2 schools of thoughts, okay? First school of thought is the pinky pull down. Second school of thought is the push off double. Either way you want to do it is fine. Just practice, practice, practice.
Hello, my name is Chris Angel, and I approve magic for magicians. Mind freak!
Okay, for this trick you need ace, 2, 3, 4 of any suit, and then 2 picture cards or 2 jokers, and that's all you need. You deal the ace, 2, 3, 4 down, and you take the 2 picture cards or jokers and you turn them face down in your hand. Then you pick up the ace and you achieve a break under the top 2 cards, okay? You achieve a break under the top 2 cards and you take the top 2 cards and put them on the bottom and say you're putting the ace on the bottom. Then whatever move you decide to do, you do that move, snap your fingers, whatever you decide to do, and then what you do is a double lift from the top to show the ace has jumped to the top. Then you do a double turnover, put the ace down. You do the same thing with the 2. You achieve a break underneath the top 2 cards. You put the top 2 cards on the bottom. You do whatever move you want to do. Then you do a double lift and say that the 2 has jumped to the top and put it down. You do the same thing with the 3. You get a break underneath the top 2 cards. You put the top 2 cards on the bottom, saying you're putting the 3 on the bottom. Do whatever move you like. Then you do a double lift, showing that the 3 has jumped to the top. And then exactly the same for the 4. Break under the top 2 cards, top 2 cards on the bottom. Then you do a double lift to show that the 4 has jumped to the top. And you do a double turnover and place the supposed 4 down on the table. Now, in this instance, you'll be left with these cards, okay, which sort of makes sense if you follow it. And then the trick is basically done. Then you can just do the climax by just saying, call these 2 cards as the jacks, and you say, I'll put the 2 jacks on top of the 4, and then the 4 jumps to the top. Then I'll put the 2 jacks on top of the 3, and the 3 jumps to the top. I'll put the 2 jacks onto the 2, and the 2 jumps onto the top, and then you put the 2 jacks on top of the ace, and then the ace jumps to the top. And then you left clean at the end, which is another nice part of the trick. And the trick is over. It's very simple. So quickly I'll go through the move again once more with you. When you pick up the card, basically all you do, you get a break under the top 2 cards like this. Put the top 2 cards on the bottom. Do whatever magical move you decide you want to do, and then you do a double lift to show it's jumped to the top. Then you do a double turnover and put it down. And you keep doing it for the 4 cards. Now, you don't have to do it with 4 cards. You can do it with 3 cards, okay, if you want it a little bit quicker. But I wouldn't do it with 2 cards, and I wouldn't do it with 5 cards. It'll be too long. So 4 is a general rule, and I hope you enjoy this card trick.